All right, let's kick things off with a number you just can't ignore. $14 billion.
And that is the price tag for building a brand new chip empire. We're talking about a massive, colossal bet that India's Tata Group is placing on semiconductors. And look, this isn't just some casual investment. Oh no, this is a bold, strategic play to completely shake up the global tech landscape. Basically building a new chip powerhouse from scratch.
And get this, they're not going it alone. This huge project is already getting some serious props from around the world. We're talking about US tech giant Intel, yeah, that Intel, signing on as a potential customer. I mean, that's a massive vote of confidence, right? It tells you the world is sitting up and taking India's chip ambitions very seriously.
So, why a $14 billion bet, and why now? Well, to really get it, you have to look at the bigger picture. And right now, that picture is basically a high-stakes global chess match being played over these tiny but absolutely essential little components that run our entire world.
You see, the way we make chips today is, well, it's incredibly complex. Think of it like a global assembly line, where each country has a very specific job. The big ideas, the design work, that often comes from talent in the US, the UK, even India. But the actual making of the chips, the super advanced fabrication, that's pretty much all Taiwan and Korea. And then the final step, packaging and testing, again, you see Taiwan, China, and Korea leading the pack.
And this is where things get really interesting. That specialization, it's turned into a full-blown strategic battleground. On one side, you have the United States with its so-called small yard, high fence strategy, basically trying to lock China out from getting the most advanced chip tech. And how does China respond? Well, they hit back where it hurts, curbing their exports of crucial metals like gallium and germanium, stuff you absolutely need to make these chips in the first place. It's a classic tit for tat.
So, what's the fallout from all this? Well, it's created this massive ripple effect across the globe. You're hearing these buzzwords everywhere now. De-risking, friendshoring. But what does that really mean? It's simple. Countries and big tech companies are scrambling, and I mean scrambling, to find reliable alternatives. They're desperate to not have all their eggs in one basket, especially if that basket is in a country they might have friction with.
And that scramble, that global search for a reliable new partner, that's the exact moment India is stepping into the spotlight. This whole thing isn't just about one company, Tata, making a big bet. Nope, it's a calculated part of a much bigger national strategy for India to position itself as a trusted, essential player in the global chip game.
And they are absolutely putting their money where their mouth is. The Indian government has thrown a whopping $10 billion on the table with its India Semiconductor Mission. The whole point of this program is to lure in exactly this kind of massive manufacturing and, build an entire chip ecosystem right there from the ground up.
And this really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? This Semicon India program isn't happening in a vacuum. It puts India squarely in the ring with global heavyweights. You've got the US and its CHIPS Act, South Korea with its K-CHIPS Act. I mean, everybody wants a piece of this pie. The race is definitely on.
And you can see why they're all fighting for it. The prize is just enormous. Right now, the Asia-Pacific region, what folks call APAC, completely dominates the market. We're talking 2/3 of the whole thing. So for a newcomer like India, this isn't just about getting a foot in the door. It's a chance to grab a huge slice of the biggest, fastest-growing market on the planet.
Okay, so you've got this big $10 billion national plan. But how does that actually turn into, real factories making real chips? For that, we need to zoom in. Let's go to the ground, to the absolute epicenter of India's chip dream, the state of Gujarat.
Now, picking Gujarat wasn't just pulling a name out of a hat. Not at all. This was a calculated move. The state has been working for years, methodically laying all the groundwork to create the perfect environment for exactly this kind of high-tech, big-money investment. And here's the crucial part. Gujarat already has a powerful ecosystem ready to go. Think about it. They have a massive pool of talent, 30,000 engineers who are already designing chips. They've got a huge chemical industry, which is super important because you need those chemicals for chip making. They've got the supply chains for critical gases all set up. And on top of all that, they have top-tier research universities like IIT Gandhinagar that are already doing cutting-edge work in this field. All the pieces are there.
Okay, but here's what makes this really smart. This $14 billion bet isn't just about India trying to catch up to what everyone else is doing today. No, this is a strategic leapfrog. It's a bet on the next generation of technology, the chips that are going to power our future.
So what are they focusing on? It's something called compound semiconductors. Now, your typical chip is made of silicon, just one element. These new guys are different. They're made from a mix of 2 or more elements, like gallium nitride. And that special recipe, it gives them superpowers. They can do things that regular old silicon chips just can't, especially when it comes to power and speed.
And this really shows you the kind of leap we're talking about. Silicon has been the workhorse, the absolute foundation of all modern computing for decades. But honestly, it's kind of running out of steam. It's hitting a wall. These compound chips, they are the future. We're talking faster, way more efficient, and totally essential for all the cool new tech that's about to define our world.
And what kind of tech are we talking about? This is the hardware that will literally power the next revolution. You want real artificial intelligence? You need these chips. You want super fast 5G and even 6G communications? You need these chips. Electric vehicles, the whole Internet of Things, cloud computing, all of it. India isn't just building chips. They're betting on the fundamental building blocks of tomorrow. So in this massive global poker game to control the tech of the future, India has just gone all in. They've pushed a $14 billion pile of chips to the center of the table. The whole world is watching. And the only question left is, will this incredible high-stakes gamble actually pay off?